It's all live. It's all live. 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 It's all live. It's all live. 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 Live.
When it comes to like that question I asked, or the person that asked, is there a difference between how much the woman earns from the man? I think, yeah, it definitely does matter how much
100%.
the woman earns more than the man, because like I said, or I haven't said, what I will say is men are in love with women that make money.
Yep.
No man wants a broke woman. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Why would you be triggered by your girl earning money?
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because
Right.
no man wants a girl around him that doesn't
But
have
it's
a
not
purse.
about being triggered by a
But
woman.
don't
Yeah,
open your purse, innit?
I
Just have your purse on
totally
you.
agree with you.
Like your
I
purse has to be
totally-
active.
I totally agree with you on that. A guy likes a girl that obviously is doing her thing, independent, whatever. But the question states, yeah, of them being in a relationship now.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
why would you not want your girl,
Yeah,
your girl you
even-
love,
even-
to be
even-
doing good and earning money?
Of course, I would love a man to support me doing that. Do you understand? But what I've come across, experienced people, is that I feel like men and guys that I've spoken to, friends and family members, I feel like they think they have a problem with it. They don't like the idea of a woman earning more than them. Yes, a woman can make their money and do their thing, but they do feel uncomfortable about it.
Do you think that a lot of that has to do with, you know, how women at some point in those sort of relationships were seen as men's property, you know? You take
Yes.
men's last name,
Yes.
you stay home and watch the kids
Yes.
while they go out and bring home the money.
1,000%.
Where those roles then have to be shared and men no longer just go to work, come home, have dinner made for them,
Yeah.
kids in bed, everything sorted.
Yeah.
They now have to partake in those activities,
Yeah.
of cleaning the house,
Yeah.
cooking,
Yeah.
and pulling their weight elsewhere apart from just money.
Yeah.
And some men aren't ready for that. And I think that's what it is, because not everyone is brought up in that way. Men are just
Exactly.
to work and come back.
Exactly. They're not used to that. It's a change. Again, a lot of men don't like change. And then, you know, there's a lot of sayings that we also say when we're like trying to describe certain relationships, as in, I've had said it before in the other podcast that we've done, is that like I am an old-fashioned woman. I like to cook for a man and I like to do stuff for a man because that is the old-fashioned way. Not a lot of men are used to the change of a woman, you know, stepping back, you know, babes, I can't come home to cook dinner tonight, so you've got to put dinner on. A lot of men are not used to that. It's a change. Yeah, like earning more money than them. It's they're not accepting of that. That's my opinion.
My opinion is when men earn less than women, regardless, it is a barefaced truth. Like, there's no hiding from it. We can't hide from it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It kind of, it gets to our ego, and that's the you're gonna hear a lot of that word in this episode, ego.
Yeah.
But it does take a lot of responsibility of why couples will fight, argue, and everything else, and I'll tell you why. Because it's all about power, respect,
Yeah.
control,
Yes.
control,
Yes.
and
Preach.
someone to blame overall.
Yeah.
Someone to blame overall. I mean, when a man's in a discomforted life, yeah, he tends to want to deflect it. All right, he tends to want to deflect it and make the issue be somebody else's. And
Yes.
then it's not something men want to take ownership from. But if it's literally that, like if a woman earns more than her guy, the guy feels like he's not in control.
Yeah.
And if a guy's not in control, you already know what time it is. It just messes
Yeah.
up a man's head. All right, she earns more than me, so she can definitely be the one to have less pressure. If it's holidays, or if she wants something, then that's the added pressure on me.
Yeah.
And if she confines in me to want to do stuff, I tend to not find it easy to keep up. I'm destroyed, innit? I'm destroyed. So definitely, it's like if a woman's earning more than a man, us men can't hide how we feel, and it's literally because of them things. It's power, respect, control. It's taken away from them straight away.
They feel lost.
All right, so it's just literally that. It's just literally that. If a man blames himself, then that at least that's one less thing that's been confronted. All right, that's one less thing that's been confronted. If a man doesn't feel like he should be blaming himself for how he's feeling, then it's not going to work.
It's about taking accountability.
It's about taking accountability. Now, everybody can work with somebody that's willing to take accountability, acknowledge where this is something that triggers my feelings, and then they said, and then they tell you that they need help, innit? Like, I want you to help me get over this. I want you to help me to find a better job.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me tell you an interesting story before we go any further, all right? I was once with a girl, right? And I got with this girl, and I'm like, you don't have to work, basically. You don't have to work. I'm taking care of you. You look good. I need to do this to keep you in it, because you look good. Now, little did I know she didn't work. Do you understand what I'm saying? But she had a banging body, right? She didn't work, but she had a banging body. So to me, I just thought she looked good. I didn't even check.
Like,
I didn't really care about her credentials, innit? I just cared about losing her, innit? So I tried to. No, it's. Yeah, but it's I cared about losing her to somebody else because she had a banging body, innit?
Okay.
Like I liked her, but I didn't want to be.
She had a banging body.
She had a banging body. Like, I didn't want to be like getting on with my days and nights thinking, I missed out on that thing. You know what I mean? So I was like, look, I'll look after you. I'm gonna take care of everything, give you money, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. We're good. Now that's fine. I kept up with that until I realized I wasn't comfortable about doing it for this long. You get me? I wasn't comfortable about doing it for this long. And I started to become a bit reluctant, innit? I started to become a bit reluctant to send money. So when she would ask, like the first 2 no's, it's like you fucking stopped her life, you know? Like that. It's depressing, innit? So it kind of became a conflict, and she realized what was going on, and she became a bit like frustrated now. So she wanted to find her own, like, do you understand? It made her wanting to find her own. Now this is where I fucked up. When we had an argument or we had a little disagreement, I just felt like she was a bit ungrateful in certain, like from before. I just felt like, right, you're talking to me like this, but you're forgetting how much I'm willing to, you know, splash on you or do whatever or look after you or just whatever, innit? And 1 or 2 times I said no. Now the whole thing just turned. So I kind of like hit below the belt and started telling her about her credentials, innit?
Oh no.
Like started telling her about.
Not even helping her, you went that far.
No, I've been helping her, but when you get into an argument,
Like,
you tend to hit below the belt, innit?
hit where it hurts.
It's like we was talking about before.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
was.
we said this. Oh,
Yeah.
how do you say things that you don't mean?
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that I did. I said things that I was feeling or thinking, but you tend to not say these things because you don't want to hurt people's feelings. And by this point, I'd realised, or maybe I wanted her to go and earn her own money now, but I should have handled it like better than that. Do you understand? I should have just helped her to go and find money, or just kind of made it a bit, not just start telling her about broke self and all them things in an argument. Now, let me tell you something that backfired on me. Yeah. For her, it was a positive because she got right on her game. Yeah, she whatever she had to do, she was making her money. I'm not gonna have you talk to me now. I'm not gonna rely on you. Where I'm doing my own thing. I'll never ask you for nothing. Yeah, and I'm like, shit, like, wow, what have I done? Because I don't really want her to not ask me for nothing. But you know, within about a month of her doing her thing, I had to fix my car. I had to sort out so much things that my pay and even my savings was going down. My savings basically went. Do you understand? And I needed her help. So look how it backfired. That I had to ask her for money to borrow and all them things. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And that's only because in the beginning I felt I was the man. I had it patterned, and she needed me. And if anything was going to change, she would get her money. I would never need her because I've got my money. No, I needed money, man. I had to answer for money, and that's when I realized, yo, you see, between men and women, how we treat women when they ain't got money is nothing compared to a woman just saying the 1-2 things that bruises men's egos and makes them fly off the handle. Like, what are you trying to say?
Yeah.
You get me? What are you trying to say? I'm a broke waste man or something. No, she ain't said that yet. You understand? Until you, yeah, she ain't said it yet.
She ain't even said it.
She's thinking it.
She's
But if
thinking
you
it, but she
keep
ain't
pushing
saying
your
it.
luck,
Shoot.
she might just call you that waste man. So just calm down. But it's listen to me. You can literally feel like an idiot, like after feeling like you've got your think pattern.
Yeah.
And the same person you could be running is the same person you could be asking for help. It's crazy, man.
No, that is crazy. But when it's like, for instance, a woman that earns more than her man and is doing that, it's a whole different story.
Yeah, of course.
Do you get what I mean? It's a whole different story. I feel like for a man, they more flip out.
Yeah. They don't know how to handle their emotions properly.
They don't know how to handle their emotions.
Do you not think over time, I've noticed at my right page, that in relationships, there's been times where I haven't had a job and my partner has. So, you know, we're going to dinner, still want to go on
I like that, yeah.
still want to, you know, live a little. If we're going out with our friends,
Yeah.
cool. But then there's been times when he hasn't had a job. So he's like,
Yeah.
I still want to do stuff, and he helped me out, so here we go. And we sort of like share.
I like that because you know why? The main thing I like about that, you none of you feel any type of way
Yes.
when it's. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that is good.
That's love.
But what if that
That's
constantly
love.
happened? What if? What would have been the case between you two if he never ended up getting back on his feet and earning some money?
Genuinely?
Yes.
He would have got into the.
We would have got, no, it just would have
It would have
been
got
like,
a bit.
do you know what? Clearly there's a blocker in your life, and it
Yeah.
must be me, and I'm not able to support you the way you need to be supported. It's in relationships. You've got
So explain why you're the blocker in the life.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Because I'd see myself as like, I still want to go out, I want to go on holidays, I want to live this lavish
It's normal life. We should
Yeah.
live a
I
normal
shouldn't
life.
have to struggle for this long. Like,
Yeah.
you have your little struggle period, but once it goes past 2 years,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
too young to
Yeah.
be struggling. I
Yeah,
ain't got
yeah.
kids, I ain't
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
home to pay for, like, I should be living, you know, when
Yeah.
we're in 20s.
Yeah.
So, like, if it got to that point, it would have just been like, go sort yourself out,
Yeah.
we'll see where things come to when you're on your feet.
That's quite good, important, but
Now,
Yeah.
what do you think there?
I think that's good because there's an understanding. Like you're vocal and you're clear
Yes.
for him to understand what could be either or either as an option for him.
And there's communication.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of couples go wrong, because you don't have that communication where you guys actually sit down and have these talks when you are in certain situations like this. And what the example that you just spoke about, you guys are having them talks, you're having that communication. That's why you guys are not really getting into any kind of arguments like that. And that's what I love about the relationship that you have with your partner, because you guys are able to sit down like adults.
And you make him feel like it's just between you and him.
It
Yes.
always is. Money is such a sensitive topic, and I think people don't quite get it.
Yes.
You won't go around your colleagues
Yeah.
and be
Yeah.
like, this is how much I'm earning, how much are you earning?
Yeah.
We don't talk about it. We all know there's stuff going on in the world. We all know that
Yeah, yeah,
people
yeah.
need, you know, the cost of living needs to be raised in our
Yeah.
pay packet.
Yeah.
It's not. But in your relationship, if you want to build an empire with that person, and you see a future with that person, you know, you want to go further and you want to get a house, get a nice car,
Yeah.
you need to be more than transparent with money.
Of
course.
course.
Credit score, stuff like that, because
Yes.
one day you're going to sit down together in front of a mortgage broker and talk about your finances.
Yeah,
Yes.
you
don't
are.
want to get embarrassed.
You don't.
You don't.
And I'd rather sit down with a person that fully knows
Do you know what
how
I mean?
things are between.
Inside out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Knows your finances, knows everything, and have that conversation. Because again, it is a very sensitive subject. You know, because when you guys are taking a relationship into the next step, and you guys saying let's go and buy a property and stuff like that, and to sit there and, you know, certain things don't come out and you're hearing it in front of the mortgage broker, you're like, whoa.
I think what's more more important to me is
Yeah.
how, if I was the guy, and I'm not talking, I'm talking about if he just earns money that isn't enough, but he's still working, but then he's sitting beside his woman who's the better half, who's the better earner. All right. What's really important to me is how I'm being dealt with on
Yeah.
a sincere level. What men fear is, this is my situation, and
Yes.
are you talking to me about your
Yes.
friends? Like, are you talking about me to your friends? No,
Yeah.
that it sounds silly,
Yeah.
but men are afraid of that.
Yeah.
You know, if I come round your friends, yeah, come in or sit there. My mate told me she's some of you lot might have seen her on Instagram already.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
They have.
But in it, Tony, it's like if do you know what? I can't explain it like in terms of a word, but like let me just give you an example. It's like if my woman knows how much I've got, what I still need to do with my money, and saying, listen, it's fine. Let me do this and let me do that. It's probably in the way she even says it as well. Do you understand? It's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it.
But don't
Now
you think
sometimes
that's cute?
it is cute, and that's the way a man likes to feel like he's confident about being honest
Like,
about
babes,
his
I've got
situation.
this. Don't worry
Do you understand what I'm
about
saying? Not even like I've got this all the time,
Not all
but
the
do you know
time.
what? It's like giving you the chance to figure out with her about that one situation, whether it's dinner or cinema, to say how much you got. Have you got enough? Be honest with me. No, I've got this. Maybe I have to pay for the tickets. You pay for the thing. That is a situation where you know a man's not gonna be on his feet or off his feet for too long.
Yeah.
Because that woman is going to be his inspiration. Once all the fear of, is she talking about me to her friends in a sort of shady way? Is she kind of like acting like she's down for me, but really and truly she's kind of like, this guy never got money. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll be around some of my friends and be like, God damn, he's never got some money. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of feeling like, well, I feel that way about some people. I know my missus might feel that way about me. So it's the paranoia. Once all that's gone, you tend to become that vulnerable guy that will be like, I want to do better. I want to earn more. Can you start filling out some applications?
Don't you find it pushes
Can
the
you
guy as
start-
well?
Yeah.
It pushes when you see
They
that
want
a
you
woman
back.
exactly,
They want that balance
and
back
that
there.
is the most sweetest thing about this whole scenario. It's the fact that a woman stepping up, looking after a man, that babes, I got this, yeah, and a guy accepting that.
Yeah.
That's the
and
first step.
that's the first
Accepting.
accepting.
That's the
And
first
then-
step.
And then when he gets to a place, you'd be like, you know what, babes.
She gets spoiled.
She
Yeah.
gets spoilt, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I feel
Like,
sorry for the girls that don't get the guys that actually get to that place and mug it off. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Big up.
Mug it off.
Yeah, big up.
Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like
Pew pew. You know who
you know shots fired all over this podcast every time.
Shots
But it's
fired.
true. It's like you got the users, innit? You got
Yes.
the users. You got the guys that never, ever, ever, ever potentially want to make
Yeah, they just get comfortable.
themselves. They get
Get
comfy,
comfortable.
and once they realize, all right, you're
Things.
onto me. I'm onto a next girl. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm onto.
Victims.
I'm onto a next girl who I'm gonna be telling, yeah, I'm used to be a footballer, I'm injured now. I'm
Tore my
depressed.
ACL,
I'm
need
not.
some help.
Do you know what? It's all gone downhill.
Yeah.
You got a score for me quickly, and then I'm just patting up.
Yeah.
Thanks,
you got
babe.
another score.
You got another score. Do you know what, babe? Left the car at home in the petrol station. Send me another 20.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's when it gets ridiculous. All right.
Mate.
And all this time, if he is earning, he's stacking his little
Yeah. Saving his peas.
Tesco.
Yeah, well,
He said, while you're paying for everything, man's saving his peas. Hell yeah.
Right. Next question. Is it fair to leave somebody because they're not earning the right amount of money? That you.
No,
I would say no.
I would never. I would never leave a man just because of what he earns.
Yeah.
Actually,
Never.
it depends
That's
on their
shady.
ambition.
Yeah, as long as they're
I think it-
ambitious
yeah.
and they want to work, but if they can't,
Do you know
who am I
what?
to judge someone though? Because it
Swear down.
could
Yeah.
both be reversed. Imagine that was me and a man saying.
So
that I
she
would never
went
be
out. You see,
broke,
because see,
but I'm trying.
you see, us men would feel like definitely if we're not earning the amount of money that girl requires,
That
yeah,
just depends on the
she's
person,
definitely
though, innit?
leaving me in it because
Yeah.
girls girls want what they want, but not to say they can't supply it themselves.
Yeah.
But if they look at a man that can't be that guy to surprise them,
Yeah.
or like if a woman finds it hard to feel like, how are you ever gonna surprise me then? How are you ever gonna
Yeah.
sweep me off my feet then?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that question should be answered yes because you don't want to look like a bad person, but let's just be honest. Because I just showed you from a man's point of view why I know I got dumped, and it was because of my money wasn't long enough.
I'm dead.
And
So, I mean,
it just went too long without me buying.
No, but
anything.
some girls are
You
like that
understand what I'm saying?
though. Some girls will
Yeah,
not
some
be a
girls
man
are like
unless a man's got some sort of. Do you understand?
It hasn't got to do with just money all the time. I think when you start dating someone and you are then set this expectation of dates all the time, always going to nice places, always surprising with gifts. Once you go below that, you're slapping.
Yeah.
So you need to set a realistic bar. Because I feel like what a lot of guys do is when they meet a girl and the girl's out of their league a little bit, they will splash the cash.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
They will
And they
splash
fall in
the
love with the
cash.
lifestyle.
Fall
Yeah.
in love with the lifestyle.
And all they want
become
you for is
broke,
dates.
and then
And that's what
What
happened to
can't
me.
fulfill it.
That's what
Whereas
exactly
if
what
you're a guy
happened
who
to
just
me.
treats it as normal.
Do you know
Date
what I
nights
mean?
are exciting because they don't happen all the time.
Yeah.
Other than you got a man who's got bare money and always taking out on dates, and then he suddenly loses all his money. And
Yeah.
like, we ain't got nothing in common.
But that's
Yeah.
Like, I
exactly
don't even like
that's
you.
exactly
Yeah.
what happened to me. Like with him, he got used to getting the gifts and stuff like that. So when I couldn't do it, raw. It was like World War
That
Three.
is cheap, though. What do you mean? Because you know why? Any man that accepts gifts, yeah. Any man that accepts gifts shouldn't be thinking, I can't wait to get my next gifts.
Oh,
And
But I
then
love treating guys.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
love treating. That's
But
my love
if
language.
you treated
I love
a guy
to make sure my man's
and
good.
that happened,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, take a piss.
poor choice of men, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a poor choice
More
of
time the
men.
man.
And I put my hand up.
Yeah, that
never
guy.
again.
That,
I totally agree. But again, you're showing yourself like us women, me and you, Steph. We like to spoil our guys. Yeah. If I go out, I'm making sure that if I'm going to a shop, my man's getting something. I cannot buy myself something without buying my child something first, and then my man. Yeah, that was me. So every time that I was able to get him something, my man got something. Yeah, and at the time I still am, or I don't know, was earning more than him. So like little things as like going out for dates. Even though he was cool with the fact that he was comfortable. He was like raw, like started preying like she's doing her thing, and then he got comfortable. So when he had to do certain things, it was like, why do I have to do it? You earn more money than me. That was his attitude.
Yeah, because
He never said it out, but the way he projected himself in the relationship, that's how it was. So then, to me, it was like, okay, this girl earns more than me, I'm gonna take the piss,
But at
kind
what
of
point
thing.
did you think, like, let me stop? Just,
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to.
Yeah.
Do you want me to get into that?
no, just
Not
like,
really,
like
but like-
just how long did it take you to realize? Wait,
A couple of months.
you're a user.
Yeah.
A couple of months,
Really?
and it happens.
Because
It happened, yeah.
if the second time,
Yeah.
if the second time happens where you're spoiling him
Yeah,
and he doesn't go, no, put your
I
money
was
away.
just about to
Exactly.
say, a
Never.
normal guy,
Put your money
a
away.
normal guy, if you're buying him a gift, a normal man like your boyfriend will say, "Don't buy me anything."
Don't
Like,
do
take your money.
that.
Never.
Don't do
If
that.
a
you
man
know what
always
he did
accepts
say.
gifts,
You know
red
what
flag.
he did say.
Always accept
You know what
gifts,
he
red
did
flag.
say, which I might add. Like, let me give you the money for it. I knew I ain't getting the money for it. You know, they're just saying it to
Oh,
cover
just
their
to
mouth.
make it look
To
like-
make it look like, to be honest, if you really wanted to give me the money and I bought the stuff, you would have given me the money still. He didn't give
But
me the
it's
money.
you bought it for him without him knowing it's a gift. He's definitely not going to give you the money because if he wanted
No, but there
if he
was
wanted to
some
buy that,
stuff-
he would have bought it himself.
No, but
Do you
there
know-
was some stuff that
So it's
he
a
did
gift, so-
ask for. There was some
No, I'm
stuff.
saying that's the principle.
Yes.
But
She's
there was
bought him
some
stuff and gifted it to him, but he's gone, oh, I'll give you the money back for this. That's, of course that's a lie, because if he really wanted what you bought him,
But
he would have
that's
bought it
not-
himself.
That's not what I'm saying. There's stuff that he's actually said, boom, can you get me this or whatever?
I'll give you the money back.
I give you the money, and sometimes like, no, it's cool.
But
But
as a girlfriend,
as a girlfriend,
you're always going to say no, it's cool.
Thank
Because your
you.
love language is following your man.
Thank you.
It's
So,
my-
yeah,
yes.
I would.
I need my girl to tell me get
I
lost.
would.
No, I would.
And if she buys
I'm
it,
not you.
I need my
I
girl to
would.
tell me no,
But
and then
But
it
then
might
if
come
he
in.
really wanted to give me the
He
money,
would've given it to
he had my bank account details.
Yeah.
He would have
There's something fishy about
He
that.
would have transferred that still like,
But he
babe,
knew in his
I
head
told
he'll
you.
always say no.
He knew that I will always say no. He knew that I will always get him something because yes, I earned more than him. Yeah, and yes, he's thinking, right. Imagine we were together for a couple of months, so he's preed me, changed jobs. He's seen me. He's seeing my movements, and in his head,
What
he's
did you
like,
pre
"Rah."
that? What did you pre that he can do for you before any of this?
Do you know what? That's what. I won't say what Steph just did.
I didn't even see what Steph did, but I know it still wasn't worth it.
It wasn't worth it. No, it wasn't worth
You
it.
might as well pay
But
for
it took me.
the
It
guy on
didn't
the
take me a
internet with
year.
the long thing.
It didn't take me a year. Like, I'm being real, because there are girls like that, like me. It didn't take me a year. It took me a couple of months. Yeah, where it got to the point where I was like, frig. Like, it was like a wake up call. Like, rah.
So let's be clear. You was buying him stuff, and he's chowing you down. Let's be honest. Is that the deal?
Listen, can I ask you a question?
Is that the deal? I don't get it. I don't
What
get
did he
it.
buy you?
I don't get it. What?
Should I say what you got
What did
me?
he buy you?
No, let me not say it. Because I don't want to embarrass
Wait, hold
him.
on. The
I
topic
don't
of
want to
this is about
embarrass him.
guys earning
Yeah.
being triggered. So what did he buy you?
Big up to Curvan. I feel like I feel like man had shares in Curvan. Like everywhere we
Right. Listen, stop now. Stop, man.
No, but wait.
You're mugging yourself.
No, wait. I feel like you're kind of
Big up Curvan.
You're mugging yourself.
What the?
and
Wait. Let me just.
And then a couple months after that, it was like,
No, wait. I feel like you're kind of being a little bit out of order though.
how?
something's not right here. I'm trying to.
No, just because like, I just feel like he might have only. Yeah. What if he took you to Curvan with his last 20 quid?
Oh no, but he did it. Tony, let's make it clear.
like, no,
Let me make it clear. Let me make
Why
it
should you
clear.
be
This
broke?
guy had earned.
You can't be broke in a
amount.
relationship. You'd have to be.
No.
You'd have to turn broke in your relationship.
Can I make this clear?
Do you know what it takes to get in a relationship?
Wait.
It's not free.
I've got to make this clear because I brought this up.
That's
yeah?
the next thing.
Let me make this clear. Yeah, he was making a good amount of money for himself because of what he told me.
Yeah,
Honestly,
but
lying.
Stop this.
I've got a
He
question
gamed you.
about
It's I'm getting upset now because it's like
He's in the past.
you're
anyway,
wearing a
people.
balaclava. He pulled that wool way over
Yeah,
your face.
he did.